Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to this week's post of our Dare to be Different video series. Today we're talking about community, one of my favorite things. In every good retail training strategy out there, at the core of it is a quality community that can convert into advocates, that will convert into influencers, convert into results in store for you. That obviously you want to drive sales, build advocates, and convert to sales down the road overall. So what is a community? Well, we know today when we talk about digital marketing, when we talk about social media marketing, we talk about the way we as human beings, as creatures of habit, interact with brands, with product, with information. It's all part of a community. We are engaging on a regular basis in the comments, in groups, in forums, on LinkedIn, on platforms, to be part of a community, to grow your knowledge, grow your information, grow your connections. And when it comes to your retail training strategy, there really isn't any difference in your core objectives around that. Communities are strong. Communities are focused on bringing value to the people they interact with, the people they network with, and the people they meet outside the community. And that's your goal in your learning community as well. And owning that part of it is what creates a scalable, exponentially large program for you to be able to bring results to your audiences. So as you navigate through your retail training strategy, and in videos past, we've talked about the 5 engagement criteria that are part of your overall ecosystem. You want to have consistency. You want to have simplicity. Well, the third pillar and third criteria of engagement is that community portion, and making sure you have a platform or an ecosystem that you can actually develop and communicate on a regular basis with the people who are representing your brand consistently is super, super important. I'll actually dive into a conversation that I had recently about community and some of the changes that it sparked us as an organization to make. Brands want to encourage conversation. We know that. And conversation typically creates energy, which creates positive outcomes for the brand. The issue was incentivization of those conversations was directed and being used in the wrong way. And what we found was self-moderated communities started to go in a direction that maybe the brand didn't want, and being able to inject somebody who is focused on directing the conversation, asking questions, posting valuable feedback from the brand's perspective, was able to direct the conversation in a positive sentiment or a negative sentiment, but the conversation was directed in the correct way. So when you're looking at that community, whether you have a Reddit forum for your brand, or you have a Discord channel, or you're using something like My Retail Training, or a learning management system where your retail training is going on, making sure you have someone in that community focused on directing the conversation in a environment that is positive for the brand is super important. So as you navigate through that, you have to ask yourself the question is when it comes to community, what is the community I want to develop? Is it a social platform? Is it a private behind a closed door login type of platform where the retail training community will exist? Is it open forum on your social media, on posts? What is that community is going to be the number one component that you want to actually address. The second thing you want to address is who is going to be part of that community. When we talk about retail sales associates as part of retail training, yes, it's great to have them there. Do we need their managers to be there? Do we need general managers? Does the cashier at the retailer matter for the conversation? Can the audience within the community, can these individuals actually become customers and have lifetime value to you as an organization? And then last thing is where and when. So where can people find this information about the community, and when and how frequent is that content going to be posted? And when you are able to put all those components of the community together, you can own that message, drive the message you want, make sure it's valid. You can get verification and validation from the community and audience that you're headed in the right direction and you're hitting on what the customer wants and you're hitting on what the end user wants, and make sure that there is a huge positive effect coming out of it for you.